Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment. Then I play one round of my game, and after that I decide what I work on today. Starting takes a bit. First I wait for the terminal. One command to start stuff. Wait for a few lines to appear so I know it's ready, and the time I can check what I worked on last time. Still class Spellmaker, spell type charge. Balancing seems to be the next part I work on. It gets stronger the longer the charging. This is mostly done, if I remember correctly. Slows down movement. I was unsure if I want this. And okay, it's started. It runs in the browser. Localhost for me. I should reset to start fresh. Okay, I'm the guy in the middle. So I have to choose a class. I still choose Spellmaker because it's my new class I want to test more. Does charging change what I could take? I don't think so. I think I still keep lightning as the easiest starting spell. Okay, I make it easy. So first I have to quit my spell. Think a bit. This is it. So it decides enemies, if I'm close to them, they attack me. The starting enemies have no high range at the start, so it's pretty easy. The goal is to get as far away as possible before dying, and if I die, I get a high score based on how far away I died. So that's a short introduction. There's the first boss, which gives me a skill point. Charge. I don't think charge helps here. Autocast. I can do autocast. Put it on autocast. Yeah. Maybe. A bit. Wanted to think if I click, I cast it based on something, I don't know. Turret. The turret? Can at least use turret. Do I want it as autocast? Put it on instant cast. Set it, turret. And let's place a bit in the front. Stage lightning. Oh, I have to remember if it's on. Okay, and autocast. So yes, this is. I should somehow change. Casting position, maybe. Proximity orbiter. Let's take orbiter. Shortly go to instant. I can just put it on orbit. It's wrong stage. This is fine. Okay, I have to wait for a moment. So I have 360 degrees. This might be good enough. No, I cannot place it in the front. Charging doesn't change too much. Seek proximity. I still have only lightning. What is the best here? Charge does not help, does it? No. Still unsure how to effectively use charge. Maybe give it a buff if I charge longer. So I know that charge is not effective. More effective compared to what I currently do. Let's seek. Explosion cannot seek, then I need. Oh, I have one more. So, new spell, new switch over. And I want. Let's just do Seeking Fire Lines. Don't autocast. Give me some experience. I can see it here. 12. Explosion has nothing. Only explode is missing. Okay, I don't care. I should be strong enough for the boss, I hope. For the king. Okay, I won. This was one round. But I didn't want to use charge for my strategy. This feels off. Maybe I can give the turret more orbit speed. Think for a moment. And it would have an interesting effect. Or I give the Seek ability more speed. So currently charge is uninteresting because DPS wise it's worse, I guess. No, it's not worse, it's the same. So slows down movement. I didn't play with it, but I feel like I don't want this. Balancing. So first of all, I didn't use charge, so I cannot tell if it works. I guess I have to do one with charging. I have this explosion idea, this works. I think a bit. So I think this charge has a problem. I did not want to use it. What mathematically it is not it's just it has just the same strings. So maybe I should give a charge, longer charge, more effect. But I could do it. To it which lasts longer, an orbiter which orbits faster. So I can add effects which do stuff. I need to think more. And this one is active, so I'm unsure how I should change this thing. Should be more mana efficient than instant or outward. And doing instant should be weaker, but same. I'm not sure. It starts with half the efficiency. This is correct, actually. It costs only half the mana. I never tried a charging instant laser, did I? But I should probably limit it. Where is it? Lightning. 2 lightning. Around it. Can it be negative? It has 0 jumps. Then total will be 0. This seems strange. I have to check. Let's do this one. Spellmaker. Loud cheats. I'm interested in lightning, but I just cheat to have everything. So I'm in a charge, and I am interested in lightning. Does damage. Hundred 3000. It looks correct. 4000. 4000. 8000. I am interested because I am not sure this is doing what I want. To lightning. Is it here we have to check? No. It's spellcast. I wanted. I have jump 1. Am I sure? think it's okay when it starts with 1, it's fine, but I think because I start with a location and it considers this a jump. Yes, okay. Then I think it works out because I don't multiply with 0. Then it can correctly calculate stuff. Charged values, these are the ones I'm interested. Keeps jumps at 1. Because it wounds it, I guess. Yes, okay. Then everything is fine. Maybe I should have went in. I halve it. The total will be half the value. I do some calculation, and if I round it, it will probably round up. So I would need to be able to just press a single frame, I guess. I could probably do it if I do it this way. No, then he misses the release. Is there a way? This is probably a single frame. No, don't change it. How do I stop? Never find out. So now I can no longer interact just because he puts the tab in here, and I cannot undo too. Now he's in a state where I cannot use it. So how do I undo this stuff? Has to be a button for it. Maybe here? I don't want to override, I want to undo. If I close it. Okay, this seems to be the easiest. Now I click here, I guess, and then I can tap again. No, I cannot. Oh god. Close. And here, this button. Thank you. Spellcast is where I wanted to be. Lightning, where I wanted to be. And I wanted the charge factor to be, it's 0.5. It was already the smallest. Okay. So I cannot break it. Next. I'm not sure if it halves the damage. Probably more mana efficient this way. Interesting. Wait, I have to check again. Lightning. L tool, wizard tool. Wizard. So this is 10 damage, 10 damage, 10 damage. Now I want charge here. I have no charge. It's jumping. because I gave it experience. Did I? 09, 06. It has no effect yet. Yes, it has. 19, 23, 26. Yes, now I have a level. Now I can't level it. This should start at... It doesn't jump. Now I give it charge. Jumps directly. Oh, it's the next higher damage. Make these so I get level 200, 100, 100, over. Yes, it's stronger for less mana. I believe. Both cost the same, but the charging one is stronger. And it's stronger because it's... Actually, I'm unsure if it's stronger. Because if it gets a single tick of charge, it already used a bit of mana. So I have to... 175. I'm unable to get a single... $200, $300. I think I have to... Lightning... Lightning... Charge is what I wanted. Another spell. Switch over. Okay. So I know that slot 2. I'm on slot 2. Maybe this should not have an icon and display 1 of 2 or something. 2 is the instant. It will do 10 damage. I'm pretty sure. I'll cast. It has no charge factor. Yes, charge factor 1. Interesting, it has the tabs in here. Show me the values. Damage factor and jumps, both is 1. Same as before. So it will do 10 damage. Damage is 10, yes. I switch to... Switch to spell 1. What is the charge factor? 2.5 already. .5. Jumps 2. Do I calculate first? Where is it? And also I remember something. I'm on 432 today, so change the version. To lightning. No, I do the jumps last. The other way around, I would gain... When I first round the jumps, I would have it better balanced, I guess. Can think about it later. Base damage. I need to think a bit. .5 buff. Before it was 10. Now it's around 3. No. 15. Does it jump 2 times already? Yes. It's 15 damage, and I would multiply it by 2, it would be on 30, so it would be too strong. So it is a buff. But I cannot click as fast, probably. So instant would still be stronger. But if I charge longer, this will fade away. So if I change the order that I first calculate the jumps, and then the damage factor will be affected by it. Then it should be more linear in damage, and then I can better affect it. Think for a moment. New jump count, if I change it this way. I would do something like this. New jump count. Also need to change lightning jumps, and but the round is on here. This might work out. I guess I try. Can this... No, I already checked. This should not hit 0. It should always hit 1. But I will try. So I need again 1 charge. Did I? I think I didn't get any yet. There's a charge. 1 lightning. And 1 without. So 1 is the one with charge. And now I see here I have 10 base damage, jump damage factor 1, charge factor is 3.5. Give me the charge values. Jumps 2, damage factor 1.7. 3.5. Base damage is 17. This will go to 35 damage. It's exactly what I want. 17, 17. So this does 10. Think for a second. I think these values are correct. Because I used more mana. It seems fine. Okay, let's charge more. Charge factor is 200. I think I was still on 10 damage. He says jumps 15. Damage factor 15. Doesn't this feel stronger? $200. I feel like I missed something. Doesn't feel correct. $15 times 40. Is this 210? I think it is. Okay, I misjudged. It should be correct. One more. I want another spell. Go on 3. Should be charge. Should be lightning this time. I want damage, so I charge a bit. Damage factor 60, jump 6. Okay, this is what I wanted. 35. Wait, I'm missing something again. 10, 1. 35. This is 360. Did I miss again? Jumps and damage factor is cannot show total, but this is 10. 350. It feels off again. Am I thinking? I am level 4. It has more base damage. Base damage is 40, correct. But I calculate base damage in here. I don't care for base damage. It's jump. Damage factor on jumps is only considered. It feels too high again. Damage factor was 10. Jumps 1, so it's 10. Yes, okay, I forgot the 10. It's 350. Yes, it's correct. Okay. This is 365. $357 is the value I should get if I multiply these. Yes, it is. Okay, I forgot the 10. Everything should be correct. Which tells me this jump change worked. But again, now I am scaling linear. While I can create stronger spells, they are just as strong. One more change. One more note. Try change, let's call it spellcast center to created objects. Made objects not to player for charge and instant casts. Auto cast based on player. Also Orbiter will autocast based on player and player orbit based on player. I think these are the exceptions. And enemy based on character position. But still, I did not want to use it. I don't want to adjust the same strengths. I think Fireline is the exception, isn't it? Because Fireline actually makes stronger. No, I don't. What do I? I increase the duration, but the damage not as much. I see. That's important. think a bit more. If I it's basically one way on not wasting mana regeneration. While instant does by autocast casts to nothing. Instant charging, I could put it in some spell, but it might just end up being overkill. That's why turrets is so strong, I guess. Think a bit more. How would I be interested in using charge? If I have an orbiting turret, it would be good enough because I take it with me. But wait, a seeking fireline would exist longer, but it would fly around far away from me, I guess. An orbiting fireline. Could I use charge for... I mean, in the end, I have to use it to level all my spells and have to find... Doesn't need to be effective for everything, but it should be interesting for something. And in most cases, I might not have the time to charge. Well, if I put up a barrier of turrets, then charge all turrets. So its charges makes them also do jump attacks. In the end, they have a lifetime. I think a bit more. Unsure what I want to do. For example, for fire, it lasts longer, while it might not matter. Lightning doesn't matter. Explosion. Well, I have these, I can make a big explosion. because longer charging could be the problem. Making it more effective on longer charges might be the way to go, I guess. So do I introduce a time? Maybe. Let's check charge. Charge has no own function. Did I introduce it in here? When ability Spellmaker is charge. Here I check. Spellcast. Spellcast charge start. I'm confused. I'm missing a case. Tickability. Okay, I did not find it, but here it is. This is what I wanted. It goes to charge mana stored, and here I could add a multiplier based on how long I'm charging. Let's do something. So cons charge bonus. Charge time bonus. Vector. Let's try this. This would mean I have game state time minus ability SM spell type charge start. This should be a time. This gives me milliseconds. If I divide by 1,000, this gives me seconds. Now I could was max maybe I do it this way. Takes a bigger number, takes no. I change it up. Max 1 min, basically a between what I want. This one I could multiply here. Maximum 1 takes a bigger number, takes a smaller number. So when the first second passes, this would be it would take a 1 and it would not change anything. Normal scaling for second 2. It will double it already. Then it stops. If I divide by 2, why not? Let's try it out, I guess. So Spellmaker, lightning, and I'm interested in charge. Charge. Okay, I have charge. Charge. Lightning. I hit something? What? Ooh, I have something here. What did I do? Because I clicked. Interesting. I did not notice. Skill point. It's looking charge. Okay, I have what I want. I am charge. Maybe that. I am lightning. First of all, I don't notice, but maybe explosion is easier to see. Maybe I should make it bigger. I don't notice that it was more effective, but it does, or it should. I should check the calculation. I'm in tick ability and ability Spellmaker. And did breakpoint I want if charge time bonus factor is bigger. 1, let's try this, or 1.5. Do I have to enter this? Okay. Okay. It'll be 1.5 seconds when it happens, I guess. Okay, I believe this does what I want. But this is the size where it starts. Oh, it already started. Twice as strong. Unsure. So the problem is charges to use effectively, it's not that easy. I believe. Let's let I know go damage. Single target. 100,000. How much does it cost? 0.06, so this explains why it. Does it feel too strong? I'm confused. I could before not. Yes, it feels stronger. Understand. Because now it scales, because I always hold it at least one tick. It gets mana regeneration, basically directly a multiplier. Before I would had to add more dots to increase the effect. Now it. Okay, it has an advantage. And I can even recharge. I want to defeat the king and see. There's now no limit. Ooh, I did miss. I'm so bad. Interesting, I didn't know I can. I think for a moment. It has an advantage because I essentially get my mana regeneration in. So for cheap spells, it's effective. Because I can buff them more easily. Or is it? I would add more dots, it would not waste damage in size, so it might be ineffective even. Just easier to handle. But once I charge for 2 seconds, because I have the double, but it's an quadratic formula in most cases. So it might add in a value I'm not interested in. I think a bit. And I could add the charge value to move objects. The orbiter can move faster. The move can get faster. And if it might not be what I'm interested in. Hmm. Unsure. If I change my consider, this is I did not change. I made it more efficient now. It doesn't feel like it's unfair. Spellmaker lightning scaling fix and change charge time factor. Can I put yes I can. Change time damage factor. Charge duration damage factor. Okay. Commit. What else? Still. I don't know if charge is explained well or well enough. Or should I charge boosting from the beginning? Hmm. I'm still unsure, but I might want to try this idea. Should think about it a bit. I paint. I will center it. Around what? Maybe the first object I added. So I cannot undo stuff. Center around the first object for player cast. Unless it's an autocast. Okay, I have an idea. I want to test. This goes to spellcast, castability. Spellmaker, I'm not interested. It's spellcast. Charge. Spell charge start. I have the cast position. But I have the is autocast information. So if I'm charging, or if I'm not charging, I have to reduce the mana. The charge one already used the mana up. Did I check switching off while charging? I don't think I did. Let's get charge factor else I spellcast. tool chain. Spell type is autocast, and I have to check for it. Oh yes, this is it. Can is autocast be true even if it's not autocast? No, I'm confused. I don't think so. I feel like I used this somewhere else and that was important. I want to verify. Yeah, I don't give it. I don't. Yeah, I set it to true. This is on tickability when I check for autocast. Here's the last one here. I don't. It's AI. AI is basically also autocasting. If I'm on max mana, I would cast it. Okay. So this check is actually not necessary. Is it? It is important. Because I changed it to instant. Yes, okay, it is important. It's a different. But when I want to tool function spellcast. Cast position is here. Cast position. Cast position. This value gets in cast position, cast position, cast position. Default ability cast data is the cast position where I clicked. And I essentially want to offset it. Need to think a bit. Use this cast position here. I want to keep it. Here I want to change it, I believe. That I wouldn't also need to change it on cast, probably better cast position. Yeah, I could change it. Yeah, I could check if I'm autocast. I don't care. Let necon be const mod cast position is character position by default x cast position X. So I copied it, and now if is autocast, it's not autocast. It's also not correct because it could be no, this is only one, I believe. Is it? If it's not autocast, so I cast myself and ability owner faction is faction player. I want to change the mod cast position to have a spell I cast. The current spell. Created objects. I'm in here, so some should exist. Something like this. It should exist, shouldn't it? They say it's not mandatory. I can do it like this, so it definitely exists. I subtract. I think this is what I want. Let's try. 6 lightning. I do a lightning here. No, did not work. Did I reload? Let's reload one more time. I don't need debug. Not working as I want. Maybe I don't have this position. Since spellcast. And spellcast, no. Let's see, does this happen? Oh. Doesn't happen. Does this happen? Yes, this does happen. Is autocast, faction is player, current spell created object, cast position is undefined. Lightning has a center. Can I have a function for it, don't I? This is not the one I have to use. Tool functions? Yes, tool functions. Get closest center. I know why. But tool functions, this is the tool functions for the create object type. For the queued index. Needs this for the fire line. If I center the fire line, maybe it's fine. I do closest. Create object. So these are all relative positions. Then I go const first functions first full functions and spell object type. Do cast pose offset could be it's not autocast if I'm a player and if first tool functions at closest center. Remind me later. I am not sure how smart he is. So if here is something. Let closest first object closest center should be a position, and I will not initialize it. So if and I will first be first tool functions. All this create object is this object. The next position is probably ability owner. It's not happy. This type doesn't make sense. Cannot invoke an object which is possibly undefined. You cannot see that I check for this. So let's do... Do I double check or do I could now do this one? And he would be happy. Why force it? I do it this way, even if it's duplicated. Don't like the exclamation mark. He's happy with it, but it can return undefined. No, it returns a position, then everything is fine. And okay. Next try. Spellmaker, lightning. Doesn't work. Doesn't trigger, but test no, get closest center. This is lightning. I think I remember. I only do this for something. So I do not have their position. I'm confused. Something is missing. You have the center. But center is, I believe, specific to lightning. When I paint, they know their position. When I click, I give the click position. So no outside was required to know where this thing is. Why do I have then get closest center? Be somehow related. I have the 3 tool orbiter. Oh yes, I now remember. Else I keep the position. I know the distance, and if I'm close enough, I just take the relative position. Something doesn't add up. I had to know if I'm close enough. Missing something. I cannot determine the offset, basically. Interesting. If I just save. The first offset, maybe I could. Even this information I do not have, I believe. Because I have only the end location. Okay, it's not as easy as I thought. Should I have the information? Get center? I can force it, or every object should have a center? Get. The file line doesn't have a center. Get. So if I make get position, get spell make position. I put in the create object. Everyone has to implement it, then I can call it and I find out where it is. And this is the only reason I need it. But I want to try it, so I guess I have to do it. So if I do something like get center and turns the position, get relative spell make center. So I want the center, or do I want the... I call it this way for now. I should have 5 errors, so 10. Where is... Here's link. Not what I wanted to click. Here, I want to jump. I'm basically... It's the same function. Can I use it for both cases? I am interested because he could... No, this needs 2. But can I remove... No, can I remove this? Would he still be happy? Actually don't know. I think he takes it. Okay. but they are relatively similar. I don't like the naming yet. Okay, but let's just use this, I guess. 9 proximity. I have here already one. It should be the same that I can. Oh, I know what the problem is. Here also don't use position. Lightning does not have a function yet. It doesn't know this thingy. Let's this should be this one. Does it have a center? Does have a center. Is center? It's not in here. Okay. I want to order it slightly different. Here it's fine. Why does he complain in here? Okay, because these they don't need it. This means it actually needs to be optional. And I only do it if this exists. But I'm missing. Lightning I have. Fireline is a special one. Explosion should also be easy. I have explosion data. Explosion data probably has a center. Then Fireline is interesting. Because here's distance. No, I don't have it. I thought this function was specifically for Fireline. What would I want? Airline data, and here I don't have a center, but I have cast pose offset. This is optional. I just take position 0. Okay, move, orbit, and seek don't need it. Now I have this position. And this is now the one I actually am interested in. This doesn't need this one. This is no longer closest center. Relative. And this is what I remove. And now I see what happens. Breakpoints, because I don't know if they are still. Lightning. Didn't work. No. Okay, interested in here. This is now happening. This is a 0, 0. This has an offset. And no. What? You are not a Boolean? I have to check. You are not a Boolean. Not undefined. I hope this is correct. But it should not break it, I believe. Ah, I see my problem. Did not put it in. Reload. Six lightning check. Is true. This is what I wanted. Oops. And now it happens where I click. And if I could now do more, it will always be based on the first. Always based on the first. And if I put it on autocast, it will cast where it's based on. Okay. Let's reset and explosion. Let's reset and fireline. Let's. They don't disappear. Interesting. Let's reset and do turrets. Stage. Lightning. Okay, let's reset and proximity is the last one missing. Okay, this might my time, still 20 minutes for my target time. Okay, if I put this, I don't have charge. Charge. Oh, here I have the problem. Charge gains it at So old location. Okay. This means probably should make a function out of this offset. Function mod cast position. Something like this I have. What do I need? Ability owner? Let's take all for now. I am interested in I mean, I will now calculate this stuff multiple times, but I don't care. And return not cast position. Oops, position. Q and spell is don't use game. I don't care, I guess. Ability owner only needs a faction. Maybe I simplify it. String. I only use the Q and spell. What is this? Spellmaker spell. Spell index is no longer required. Game. Okay. I don't need the type here if it's defined by the function. Faction is ability owner faction. Current spell is current spell. Cast position is cast position. And is autocast. I'm confused why he complains. Because I did not. Let's call it this way. Now I have the second case where I need to do this when I paint. Can I change this? Paintability. When I'm charging, I have to move it, don't I? Faction is, do I have this information? Ability, owner, faction, Q and spell, is it also Q and spell? Map, position, paint. Is autocast is false, I don't need to put it in. Is this true? Maybe. I will see. 6 lightning. Have charge. Autocast charge. I do this. Seems fine. If I now put this and I orbit this around here, this is the one which will not be fine. This might be the exception which I accept. Because this will move. I have to think. The orbiter puts it in place. But if I die, I die here. Give me everything again. Is correct if I have one fire line and this fire line orbits now here. Oops, and I put it off charge, then it's correct. And it has to move. Okay, and do I take it for now? I have still 10 minutes target time, so I can play one round. Think a bit. Now can place them differently, only for orbit who won't play it is different. Which I could determine probably. Can I? I'm not sure. Owner paint position. So I believe the value I get in here is the paint position of the owner. But this is not quite correct. This is paint position, not owner. So I should rename it, I believe. Paint position. And when I paint here, I want to also rename it. It's no longer the owner paint position. Same here, paint position. And this is hard to notice. So if my object has move attachment of type orbiter, it should, and this orbiter is this is difficult to find out. Oops, I should use rename functionality. So this should be fine. And I also changed I have 2 paint positions in here, it seems. Orbit, paint position and position. Okay. Orbit center. So the question is, should I put it on my list for to-dos, I guess. Let's call it a bug. Orbiter is chained, maybe is the word to can be. Orbiter can be chained, locked to player, then it should not be moved. And this is where I need to continue next time, because I think for today it's too much. I think a bit. It's mainly relevant for charge. For the rest, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's reload. Let's play one round to see if it works. I play the lightning strategy because it feels still the easiest. I want some speed. I think I go back and get some speed. Yeah, thanks. I got it. Oh, this is 2.25. I get 0.25, but he rounded it up. Doesn't matter. So what should come? Oh, this is orbiter explosion orbit. Let's go explosion, I guess. I have to kill the bosses fast. Okay, this was do I go autocast, orbiter, move? Orbiter with what I have doesn't help. Autocast. If you're on autocast. Interesting. Here. Doesn't it? It can fire faster, but is it really that expensive? 6 per second, yeah, fits. Seeker fireline proximity. What spells did I have? Explosion. Can do explosion with proximity. Let's new spell. Switch over. Proximity. And on stage I make an explosion. This it is. Good. I feel weak for some reason. The one is 17, okay. Kill. I did more, and here it will can place. They are weak. Okay. Let's try to dodge. Worked perfectly. Turret. I switch to spell 1. I reset. I make a turret. Little mana, and stage gets lightning. Okay. He's on autocast, which is fine. Next is on 15k. So. Oh, wait. Be enough. Okay. Dodge the fire lines. Orbit seek. I can seek. Go to here, and I want a second one. proximity, stage 2, explosion, and seek, please. You go here, and you can be autocast. I feel strong again, but I think I'm not quite remembering what hit me before. Aha, they cast lighting on their own position, I remember. I just have to move. Okay. Charge. I can actually now try charge. Oops. So I'm on 1. I go now to charge. Oh, I can charge up a strong turret. For some seconds. Let's do it this way too, and now I charge and dodge, and that should be, yeah, perfect. Now instead of a lot turrets, I have maybe strong ones. Oh, Lord. I want to see the commit log. What damage did they cast? $2 million, okay. Damage meter. Charged with lightning. And a bit of... Okay. But I killed... died. No, it's still this king. Okay. I think what I wanted to do worked. I still have this one case which is not what I wanted. I can work on it next time. So let's run my tests and then come to an end for today. I expect the test to work as I did not change anything of the classes which currently have tests. So the charge is DPS effective. Also it loses a bit to jumping multiple times. I'm not sure if it's true. So for single tie it might actually be not more effective. It was just that I stood there for 2 minutes. Okay, all tests succeeded. So I can... is this work in progress? No, this was not work in progress. This was mainly renaming. And put... this was Spellmaker get relative spellmake position to center cast based on first spellmake object. Okay, maybe I will remember commit. I did not save something. Did I not save? Interesting. Can this break anything? I don't think so. But I did not save. I should, just to be sure. This is only Spellmaker. I should one time myself. Seems like it works, so I am fine with it. Push, it gets deployed. And with this, I'm done for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. The end.